Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk. Thank you so much for joining us for Digital Champions, where we speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining us today from Portland, Oregon is Zach Peterson with Northwest Engineering Solutions. Zach, thank you so much for joining us today on Digital Champions.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So tell us what's going on over there at Northwest Engineering Solutions.
Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of activity in the tech space with regards to content marketing. The companies that I work with are really leading in this space, especially in a very technical area, specifically electronics development and manufacturing. It's one of those areas where, frankly, content firms that are going to succeed have to be really laser focused. Your kind of generalist content team can only do so much, and to really provide value and insight to the target audience and to the users of the products that these companies produce. So whether it's hardware or software, you really do have to actually know it and actually do some of the things that the software products enable you to do. So just as an example, we're not just a content firm, we're actually a design firm, and we work for EDA companies. That's electronics design automation software. So we're not just creating content around electronics design and development. We actually build stuff. And that's really what makes us experts in this area. There are other firms that have engineers that they staff, and they kind of take a similar approach. They have people who have been doing this for 10, 20 years, and they try to have that kind of expert in the field perspective. And that's really valuable to the end audience.
So give me an example, and you did give a great example, but talk to me about a client who's going to come to you. Do they have a product they're selling? Or when you say that you've really got to understand the electronic end of this content, that a generalist content creator is just not going to cut it anymore. Cut through all that and give me like an actual real life example.
Sure. So I'll just give you an example from the EDA software side. So EDA software companies, the software has become really complex, and you have to be an actual engineer to really understand it, because there's so much background information in order to understand, number one, what the software is doing, but also what the goal in using the software is. So obviously it's to design something that's eventually going to be manufactured. And because we actually do that, we're not just doing contrived examples. I mean, these are actual applications that engineers that are working on the most advanced technology actually have to know and understand in order to be successful at their jobs. And so I'll give you an example. ADAS systems in autonomous vehicles. That's one area where we not only build stuff, physical products, but then we also do the content around it for software companies that produce the design software that these same people need in order to produce their own products.
That is exactly the example that I was looking for. So tell us what's on the horizon, Zach. What's coming up in this space that we may not even know is a possibility of existing, and it's already probably being manufactured?
Well, in terms of the technology, I think what's old is new again. So that's a lot of analog and a lot of radio frequency stuff. So it's interesting because a lot of the content is kind of lagging. And it's when I say that, I mean it's like lagging the technology. And the best content marketers in this space have to actually be leading. They have to be on the front end, which means they have to be experts in it. They have to actually be building stuff. They have to be the actual people that they're speaking to. For some reason, this has been a really odd concept in the content marketing space. So I would advise anyone that wants to get into a very high value area like this, they have to actually be an expert at it. That's why we've been really laser focused on this area. We don't take B2C stuff because we are really focused on this, what I call business to engineer content marketing strategy.
So we've got about a minute left, and this is usually where I ask for, kind of what's your best tip to digital marketing? And what I picked up from this too is, man, we hear the term authentic a lot lately, and I can't think anything more authentic than I build it and I write about it, in terms of authenticity. But so beyond that, which you've made very clear, do you have another tip for digital marketing out there in terms of either kind of how do you get into this field, or just a general tip in terms of this space that you're in?
I would say stop being a generalist, be an expert. Find the thing that you're passionate about and that you're good at, and be an expert. So many of these companies that try to be the generalist, they end up reducing themselves to kind of spammy behavior, whether it's in the content creator they create or how they go about sales. Be an expert, be authentic. You'll achieve both of those goals, and you'll really achieve some status in the area that you're targeting.
Zach, that is great advice. Thank you so much for making the time today to join us today on Digital Champions.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Oh, our pleasure. What a great interview. And if you'd like to learn more about what Zach is doing over there at Northwest Engineering Solutions, if you can understand it, check him out on dailyadbrief.com. He's definitely got a niche, and it sounds like it is a growing niche you want to learn about. Hey, I'm Charlene Shirk, your host of Digital Champions. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.